Peace, family. So I'm back with another one, you know what I'm saying? So today what I want to do was I wanted to talk about entitlement. You know what I'm saying? We have a lot of beings out here that's moving around very, very, very entitled. And the sad part about that is a lot of these entitled beings are the ones who are not entitled. You know what I'm saying? They are far from entitled beings, but the way they carry things is always as if they deserve to be on the throne or the high horse. You know what I'm saying? And spiritually, from this channel, you know what I'm saying, we always give spiritual standpoints. You know, it's always a defense mechanism of the opposition. You know what I'm saying? The demonic forces. We already know we at war. Is two teams out here. You know what I'm saying? Usually anytime you facing any resistance is due to the opposition. You know what I'm saying? So when dealing with these entitled beings, you have to take steps in order to figure out how to not let that entitlement frustrate you, pull you into their space of chaos, or pull you into reacting versus responding. You know what I'm saying? I don't like when people say pull me out of my character, just because I experience all energy and motion, you know what I'm saying? So if I get frustrated or if you get this dark energy, then that's not pulling me out of my character. I'm supposed to give that to you. You know what I'm saying? You're asking for it, so I'm going to give it to you. But a small example of an entitled situation, you know what I'm saying? I like to throw examples out there, whether my life or peers near me, but usually mine. You know what I'm saying? I don't really like to speak on other people like that. But an example as far as for me, and if you were part of my life, then, oh well, you are part of the examples in my life. So you got to make sure when you come into my life that you are leaving positive impacts with energy. You know what I'm saying? I live my life based off of memories. You know what I'm saying? I like to create great memories, and unfortunately, I remember the shit that's not good too. You know what I'm saying? But just for a small example, it's like, you allow somebody into your space, you know what I'm saying, and they do some witchy shit towards you, and you respond back how you want to respond back, and later on down the road, they'll feel entitled to bring that up how you responded. You know what I'm saying? So, in the eyes of me, you know what I'm saying, my perspective, like, that doesn't fly. You know what I'm saying? Like, even when I was young, if somebody's spitting my food, like, I have every choice to respond how I feel soups fit me. You know what I'm saying? So it's no different than taking one of those reactions, you know what I'm saying, and then responding to it instead. You know, you got, and I like to give the person a person, more so relationship wise, like friends, family, spouses, partners, blah blah blah, because we can run into the entitlement out here on the street with a lot of beings. That happens all the time because the demonic forces is working that shit in charge right now. That's what's on the top. So on the top as far as the 3D world. But for me, when I deal with this shit and I have to manage my energy around these entitled beings, I'm pretty good, and you have to become pretty good at standing firm on your ground. You know what I'm saying? The whole point of addressing everything in the beginning is to create your roots, your foundation. You know what I'm saying? And then from there, anything that accumulates from there, you have firm roots and grounds to hold you strong down. You know what I'm saying? So when the being decides to bring that situation back up on how you responded, you have your roots to stand on. You don't have to like re-apologize or re-say sorry or do any of those things. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, the situation was approached and addressed up front. You know what I'm saying? So, and if you would have never took that step, you would have never got this response. So it's kind of like if you break your leg, you know what I'm saying, then you have to wait for it to heal. You know what I'm saying? You can be mad or frustrated about it, but you got to deal with the consequences. You know what I'm saying? Your shit is broke. Now it has to heal. Doesn't matter how much you want to be able to run around and move. You got to wait for your shit to heal now. That's just part of the consequential purpose or outcome. You know what I'm saying? But we don't understand that a lot in the spirit realm, that we have those consequences as well too. You know what I'm saying? The same thing. So when you out here dealing and maneuvering around these entitled beings, identify them first. You know what I'm saying? If they in a position to where they should be feeling entitled, they moving with the creator, you know what I'm saying, like they're helping, healing, doing all these things, that's completely different. You stand in your truth and your strength, you know what I'm saying? Like, but if you're op and you moving around here faking this entitlement and doing all this weird witchy shit, you know what I'm saying, like you better than everybody else, that shit is for the birds, you know what I'm saying? And actually, when I say the birds, that's for the vultures, because it's a lot of lovely birds out here, you know what I'm saying? So the language do it every time. But the entitlement, man, the shit is not where it's at. It's not going to lead to anything productive. It's always going to be conflict and friction in between there, you know what I'm saying? So best thing you could do, and I would recommend with dealing with entitled beings, is what I suggested earlier, you know what I'm saying? And then just kind of, once you understand which team they on, just kind of maneuver your response around that position, you know what I'm saying? Because some people are moving with the creators and our warriors and light workers, and they deserve every bit of that entitlement, you know what I'm saying? And if they're giving you some hard truth, then that's just some hard truth you have to take, you know what I'm saying? Because they're allowed to. But then you have people who on the demonic force teams who try to enforce that entitlement, and they're in no position to do that, you know what I'm saying? And that's when you have to stand on your truth and realize that's the opposition, and you're not going to be able to twist my thought process, you know? You're not going to make me into your spirit realm, you know what I'm saying? I ain't want to run it up too much, you know what I'm saying? Y'all follow everything down below. Peace to the kings and queens.